Hello, everyone. I'm Jefepido, and I'm back with, well, apparently there was a newer update of Riptide that I hadn't been aware of when I started, and since I was only one island in, it was easier just to, start fresh. Anyway, we of course have Trulk again, and it's probably a little more fair this time because I don't have a, fully buffed up time traveler in addition to Trulk. But Camilla seemed suited enough to the slot. The biggest difference I'm aware of is that Vortex Artillery can now go clockwise or counterclockwise, which is pretty sweet. Anyway, let's see. This Vertex looks pretty simple aside from the Scion. Fuck you, who's Scion? This, not too bad, but those mushrooms are always a pain. At least everyone in this group can do damage. Well, Leapers, I guess. Honestly, Fireline doesn't look too shabby either. Although, I'd like to have movement upgrades before I start fucking around with some of that stuff. Let's try Vertex. I forget how Truoak's Vertex power works. I forgot to double check how all of them were before I started, so let's see here. Blocking spawning might actually be a little tricky, but Shield Storm, weird. Okay. Well, what's the other one? Okay, yeah, airship. I mean, going this way gets me closer to the ones with all the rep, so this is actually probably the better option. It's not at all because I'm a wimp. Alright, so let me see here. Alright, so Alpha Fly is essentially a non-issue. Might be able to put it on the spawn tile, which would have mattered a lot more on the other mission. Yeah, I mean, I could just do this. Yeah, the odd thing is the way you use the far sides of the map to decide direction of the push and movement with this version of the weapon. I mean, it's fine. It probably makes misclicking harder. It's just unusual. Anyway, I could just kill that guy easy enough. Yeah, honestly, this is not a difficult turn at this time. No, wait, yeah, like this might as well. Stay closer to the entrance. And yeah. I think we're good there. And I'll need to stay out of the airship's way. Okay, does doing this damage the airship or just the fly? I forget how it works. Okay, will be destroyed. Clarification appreciated. Now, Let's see here. How do I do this? Or no, wait, I need to... What do I want? Here? Yeah, might as well. Okay, that guy's gotta go. That guy's gotta go. Those two are allowed to live, provisionally. I don't know, in theory I could have vortexed the fly over to here, but is it really worth fucking around for that? Actually, I could pull the firefly into the fly's path. That would be entertaining. Yeah, actually. I think if I do that, then I can... Oh! He's actually going to get the firefly. That's even better than I expected. And oh, for a minute there I had forgotten that this guy was going to actually hit the airship. Well, now he's not. By the way, I did adjust my mic input settings a little. I don't know for sure how much it's improved things, if any. Oddly enough, it seemed like changing the volume input in Windows didn't do much at all, but changing the settings in OBS might have helped a bit. Okay, so here we got egg sacs and the antennas, which the antennas weren't too complicated. Here we got, oh, this. I remember this mission. Honestly, this mission doesn't seem too bad. Let's check it out. So these guys... Okay, damage and push. Pretty good. Alright, well... Man, these Vec really want a piece of the exosuits. I'm torn, because on one hand, I really want to start evacuating. On the other hand, the Scion's right here. What happens if I do this? No, right. Only one. That's not nearly enough to fuck around with. Oh, he moves 4. That's nice. Could just pull the fly over here. I don't know if that's really a great idea. No, then the firefly. Then he'd be pulling the firefly. Troublesome, troublesome. Of course, it could just shove the firefly up onto this, and then... Actually, this guy could get up here while this guy kills the Scion. Okay, but first, what do I do with my actual actions? Yeah, this is awkward. Not sure what the ideal way to do this is. Hypothetically, if I do this and then batch those two together, always a classic. Then I could have the exosuit kill them while the actual mechs get something done with the fly. How much? Okay, yeah. I shouldn't, but I will, because it amuses me. Actually, I guess now the launch mech could just shove him onto there. And, I think I should probably look at what Truox's Vertex power does. Okay, all units that die during this turn shoot crystals in all directions. Damages obstacles and enemies, but heals allies. That's really weird, but okay. I am not certain how to make ideal use of that. But, you know, it's something, I guess. Always better to have the option. See if I can remember it exists. Well, yeah, we'll see. I guess. Okay, so push that Firefly up, I guess. Or, well, pull that Firefly up, rather. And, do I have a good way to... No, I think I'm good. Let's just get this mission dusted before anything that... Oh, right. I probably should have done something about the Alpha Firefly and let the Firefly block. Oh well. This should work out okay. Alright, so if I ram over here, then what result? 1 damage plus the mountain should explode in its face, right? And this is pointless, but might as well. Honestly, they kind of aren't that far off the mechs, Which is pretty good considering the mechs are supposed to be like future technology that's far beyond what the present day has. Oh, right, this mission. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. What's this one? Oh, right, this is going to be trickier. Alright, This is, definitely going to be tricky. See what I can do from here. Alright, so if I did this, then I could kill the egg sac and push the scarab into position to attack the egg sac for me. I'm a genius! Well, wait. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot about... I should probably just get the egg sac now while I've still got the spare actions. Killing the Scion might have been a smarter play, but... Or, well, damaging the Scion. I know I can't do it yet. Okay, this fly's going to be a problem. I don't have a good answer to that. The sad thing is, bumping the Scion against Whirlpool Mech might actually be a fair play. I just don't have anywhere for Harpoon Mech to go now, because I wasn't thinking. And, yeah, that Vertex power isn't getting me anywhere. But I need the Scion dead. I can kill this guy at least, but... Is there anywhere I can put this fly that would make it not do grid damage? No, there's just not really anything. I'm probably best served to just, like, get over here and at least kill this fly. And, be embarrassed. Hey, at least this run's going better than the last one, right, guys? Right? Oh, see, that I can work... Oh, fuckers. Okay, so hypothetically, if I could do this, which is amusing, but I probably want to get Harpoon Mech out of the way, so... I could do this, which is also amusing, but then well, yeah, then I could just push the fly into row 7. So I could have Harpoon Mech stab the Scarab, Launch Mech do that, and then Whirlpool Mech, you know, pushes the fly over into 7. I guess I could theoretically instead leave the Firefly alive. I don't know who I put what, where, when, but leave the Firefly alive. No, I don't want that many Vec on the board. That's stupid. Hey, it feels like I keep not finding much for some mechs to do, but at least... Still, can't let that guy get too far. Really? They just can't get enough of this, can they? And for my next trick... Funny. Is she invulnerable? Okay. Well... Well... At least taking grid damage doesn't stop you from getting perfect island awards. Now, where was I? Oh, right, Pilot Potluck. I forgot there were others. So, gains boost each turn, but loses boost after moving? Man, what? Okay, I guess there's a non-zero chance of that being useful for the Whirlpool Mech. It's not a huge chance, but... You know. It could happen. Anyway... I want more move, but that building kickoff upgrade is pretty significant as well. You can mock me later if that was a bad decision. But I might need damage real soon. Alright, At least there's only 2 dudes here. You know, in theory, I always think it might be good to get the reactor to help kill things for me, but... Honestly, if I did 1 damage to the reactor, wouldn't it kill itself here due to the mountains? Based on past experience, that's a whole... Oh, I could, you know, boost kill... Well... Okay, let me think. So if I do this, I could just boom the reactor right now. Problem is, oh no, I need the artillery to take this guy out of the way before he's a problem. No one else can do it. But I could move him down to push the Firefly up to shoot the Scion. Then have, I guess, Harpoon Mech pull the Scarab here. Then have Launch Mech ram the Scarab into the reactor. And then hopefully the reactor does 1 more damage to itself by the mountain. And it's not ideal, but I guess I don't want to be blocking spawns on this sort of turn. That's bad. That's really bad. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, I don't know how much I can do with this stuff. Really, I could be in deep shit. Okay, so hypothetically, if I go over here, that doesn't really help much. Or I could do this, which gets one of them out of the way and just damages the others. I don't know how much I can do about this, really. Even if I were meaning to do that, yeah, I don't have the access to this part of the map to do much with it. At least I can pull the... no, nobody can take that hit. But I also can't take all the grid damage, so... wow, this is actually really bad. Well, Camilla's invulnerable, but it's 3 turns, so you know. Wow, this isn't really my day, is it, guys? Alright, now if I do that, where does that... No. That doesn't help, I guess. I guess the middle Firefly could be killed, at least. But that doesn't really help. If I do this, yeah. Yeah, there's not really a winning move here. Okay, hypothetically, to give an insane thought... No, I don't think there's even a way to, like, pull the fire... Even if I used everyone, I don't think I can get the Alpha Firefly here and... or, wait. I guess Whirlpool Mech could pull this one over here, then Harpoon Mech pulls that one up. That's kind of stupid, but I think I can do it if I wanted. Would that actually help? At least it would get the biggest damage off the grid. Yeah, I mean, otherwise, what am I really accomplishing here? Yeah, that... God help me, that might actually be the least bad idea. Need to move Launch Mech first, though, and I don't know where I want him. I guess over here on the spawn tile, or near the spawn tile. I don't know where else could possibly make sense. Alright, let's assume this stupid idea is going to happen. And of course the attack order means I'm taking 2 grid damage anyway. Fuck my life. See, that's better. Okay, now what's the idea? Whirlpool Mech could just straight up kill this guy, but that's probably dumb when I could instead kill the Scion. Kill the Scion, pull this guy up to shoot the Alpha. Wait, how do I kill the Scion, actually? Or I could pull the Scion up into this guy's attack path. Then, yeah. Yeah, pulling the Scion up is probably the safe way to handle him. Then, so what's the play? Okay, I can't stop Launch Mech on that tile. But if I ram the fly should be dead before he can counterattack. And if not, Camilla's invulnerable. And maybe I should have double-checked if there was a way to use Trilk's power on this, but I don't see offhand how it would make sense. Alright, so how do I play this? Now, he could just kill those two, but is that the best way? He could just kill them, but... Okay, okay. Now, Trilk can kill these two straight up. Presuming I did that, then... These two need to be stopped, though, both, and I don't know if I can do that. Because I don't think Launch Mech can reach the... Well, Launch Mech could get over here and shove the Firefly down. And the Alpha Firefly could be moved some way, but I think the Alpha Firefly would have to be around up in this lane to move it left or right. And Launch Mech needs something to kick off if it's going to do 2 damage for a kill shot. Oh wait, I guess if I move the Alpha Firefly into this lane, then this one will... No, wait, shit, if I move the... Yeah, I can't move the Alpha Firefly into this lane, because then it'll be killing Launch Mech. So I'd instead have to move it over here, and I don't think I'll get 7 kills. I can't imagine the Vertex power will fix that, because... No, okay, hang on. If he... Yeah, no, that's not gonna... Okay, yeah. Hypothetically, if I used Trilk's power, and then, did this, the fly would pop crystals and kill the scarab. The scarab would pop crystals and hit the firefly. But then I've only got one mech left for these two, and that doesn't work because the small fly shoots first. Unacceptable. And I believe and I'm not sacrificing more grid for the mission objective. I don't have a lot of principles, but you know. Okay, let me just double check. Is there any way I can do something with... No, yeah, that just doesn't help. If only the attack order was different, you know? Yeah, that's a problem. Nope, gotta be like this. I'm in despair. But at least the run's still going. Honestly, I sort of thought having the two-direction vortex shot would make things go a little more smoothly for me, but, well, I keep forgetting, you know, hard mode's still hard mode. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, nice. Of course, they're in Whirlpool Mech, but, you know. Oh, fuck me. Oh, right, I've got Camilla. Better than nothing. Oh, boy. Let's see here. So, okay. One step at a time. Let's assume I put... I think that's okay. I still hate it. That one needs to be dealt with quick, and it just about has to be the artillery, doesn't it? My attacks aren't long enough. At least I can pull it onto the... Oh, fuck. I don't have a good way to move the fly up, down without... Actually, I can't move it down. I can't reach it, period. Is there anything I can do from here? No, it's just left and right. That's actually... Well... Okay, how do I get clever with this? I guess if I, Well, Truitt can pull the Scion onto that thing. I guess Launch Mech could go shove it up and off. Hell, if I put the Scion here first, I could get the kickoff damage, but it's probably not worth it. And then 2 damage on the Mosquito Leader. Still, I need to be ready to save Whirlpool Mech. And the Mosquito Leader's fucking fast. If the positioning's bad, that could just be game for it. I don't really want to leave Mosquito or the Whirlpool Mech sitting there. I want to at least know where the boss is going to be if it grabs the mech. Fuck! I really need more damage, but... Yeah, I need to push the fly first. I can't take that. I cannot have too many Vec running around or I'm super fucking screwed. There, at least this way I know if the mosquito attacks one of them, I can, you know, access the square it's on. Okay, so I could pull the mosquito leader down. Now that's what I like to see. Wait, is that game for the mosquito leader? Because the fly's it'll attack this square, then the fly pulls it in. With 1 health left, it's on the square. That's great, actually. And Croak is plus 2 HP, not bad. Do I want to do something with the Whirlpool Mech? I guess I could block. I probably need to block. I don't want to block with Launch Mech, but I don't know if I can afford not to. There's still gonna be... What? Barring that 1, 2 more Vec coming. No, I should be able to handle 3 Vec. Don't want to end up dealing with every Vec in the fucking universe on the last turn. Okay, so if I do this, that guy's in the shit. Where am I at? Oh yeah, I should stay on the block since I'm, it's just about the last turn. Alright, that shouldn't be too bad. Huh, I was gonna ask who needs experience, but they're all pretty close. I guess Truok needs it most. Well, that went surprisingly well. Certainly better than my last encounter with the mosquito leader, am I right, guys? Yeah, my service to the grid. Yeah. Alright, that... Okay, much as I would like more damage, this just is not a difficult decision. Oh, center smoke actually looks pretty good, doesn't it? I was thinking about health upgrade on the launch mech, but... Yeah, being able to smoke enemies is just too useful to pass up. Anyway, thank you for watching, and join me next time for part 2 of Riptide Updated.